sauce on my plate. Yeah. Devin Owens with the left hand. Shout out D Money from the West, man. E Mac, I'm a true boy. Yes, white Jesus, stay blessed, man. It's about time, ain't it, Johnny? But I can't name like everybody. Shout out Big Germ, Katrina Allen, Val Jenkins, Wysocki, Seppa Payu, Matt Dollar, Sarah Holcomb. I say, boy, stop me. Jessica Weiss, that girl is a beast. They crushing it like Double G. Yeah, yeah.
What is up, guys? Tailor Holley here with So Blue Productions. As always, in the booth with my boy Andy Burns.
What's up?
Bringing you the final 9 here of the second round of the 2020 Sparkman Monster. You got to see the front 9. Got a good battle going. Everyone except Eagle. He has definitely separated himself from the field, being the first to hit 20 under. Back 9, definitely the more scoreable 9 here. So going to see a lot of moving around. Going to see a lot of birdies and a lot of great shots. So working in the whole 10, Andy.
Yeah, so number 10, you saw the first round. OB surrounds the entire left side. And that's just mainly the big thing to watch on this hole. Stay out of the trees. Keep it to the right of the out of bounds line.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a scoreable hole if you can stay out of the tree line and in bounds. And Logan making a huge adjustment from the first round.
That's big time.
If you remember correctly, he went far right, was in the trees first round, had to play the pitch out. And that forehand was beautiful.
It's been cooking this whole tournament.
It is. He's definitely, and this round specifically, he has gotten very hot with the forehand.
That gets up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic shot. Up on the flat level, playing. Great shot.
And that is something we didn't see at all last round. No one made it to that top level, so
You're correct.
big spot to be. And that's what we want to watch.
Oh, it's got to come out quick, though. That is far left. Oh, wow.
And that is going to be just out of bounds.
Yeah, and I think to go ahead and talk about what's about to happen here, just because I heard through the rumblings, I thought it was quite interesting. Where that disc flew across, a lot of the patrons thought that it never crossed in bounds. Yeah. But obviously, as we know, patrons don't matter. It matters what happens on your scorecard and what your score mates believe happened. And I believe what we're going to see here is that the card agreed that Eagle crossed at some point in bounds there, and he's going to be able to take his out of bounds relief from almost up there all the way on the hill. So.
Mm-hmm. And that was a good forehand there from Lucas.
That was. And playing the hole, that's the way I like to play it. Don't get super risky on this second shot. It's only 829 feet, so if you can get up to this, area, you cut it down to the 2 strokes into the hole.
Look at that play.
Wow.
Very nicely done.
James going to have a jumper for Eagle.
So, yeah, like you were saying, basically at this pole.
Right.
And there were no tournament spotters.
Correct.
Which is a nice thing to have in this situation. So, anyway, he's throwing 3.
Needs to sit down. Sit down. I think it's going to be out of bounds again. I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Very rare mistakes. Luckily, someone's playing with a 9-stroke lead.
Right.
I think that's probably one of those things, too. I was thinking about it. You've got the 9-stroke lead. You can afford to be aggressive and go for it. But I'm probably guessing maybe and we don't know this, Eagle would comment, but if Eagle only has a 2 or 3 stroke lead, he probably plays a forehand in that situation to just get back in fairway. Great backboard there.
Mm-hmm.
But 9-stroke lead, be aggressive, go for it. If you out of bounds again, it's okay.
Right.
I love a good Anheuser flex in forehand. Pretty. And Logan will have a tap in for birdie there. James will as well.
Yep.
And James made the hole look easy. I mean, it's just like
he
a
really
little
did.
putter backhand in there. Beautiful.
Oh,
wow. And almost canned that for a par.
So I was about to say that would have been a double OB par.
Yeah, a 3-throw par with 2 OBs.
Yep. So that's about as easy as a birdie can get.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And they will make their way to hole 11. The 600-foot par 4. Take it away.
Yep. Downhill the entire way. After this exit way, obviously, just want to work on a forehand flex line, backhand, whatever gets you out of the gap. Because once you're out, you're only 320 feet downhill at most into this basket. Water behind here, OB. Don't want to throw anything in long. I've seen plenty of disc kick up and roll in, so going to see a lot of these guys play short, maybe a little left or right, working a disc in so it rolls towards the basket. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty simple.
You're going to have to throw an upshot regardless, so getting out, it doesn't necessarily matter how far.
And a big sigh of relief there. Well, I believe you got 3.
Heard it hit the tree.
As you heard James there, he turned around and said that sounded good. So. Oh no. Nasty kick all the way back across the fairway into the right woods. However, from over there, you should be able to at least pitch out into the opening. Lucas will just be forced to play for the 4.
Yeah, that's true.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautylicious.
It's not where I thought you were going with that. So yeah, that's a really good outshot from there.
And James did not have any run-up space here, so you're seeing him elect to go forehand. He's typically not a forehand player.
This one looks...
But if this will come back in here, settle.
Ooh. Oh, and it's on the face too?
Ooh,
how did that
man.
not slide in the
I
water?
don't know.
Wow, good shot nonetheless. That came up a bit short.
Yeah, well short. And Eagle definitely not on the 16 under game like he was in round 1. Playing a much more conservative. Ooh! Settle. Very nice. God, that almost skipped in. Oh, jeez. Well, I tell you what, though.
Not a terrible end result after hitting that.
Yeah, and if you're coming into that tree with that kind of heat, there's a good chance he was going in the water there. So probably a good tree when it's all said and done. Beautiful.
It doesn't matter if he's short. Just make the putt.
Yeah, if you can make 40-footers like you make cookies for dessert.
Eat it up.
Eat it up. Heat it up and eat it up.
Oh. All right, so this for the bird.
Yeah, I'm running my brain backwards, but I believe this will be for 3 in a row.
Good putt, let's go!
And he is eating up.
Yep. Eating up birdies.
It's a silent H.
Yeah. I know you confused me for a minute. You had me bamboozled. And Lucas with a bogey there. So some score separation starting to happen here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Logan picking it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Finds himself 7 strokes back.
I mean, I would say anything can happen. It shouldn't with this course, but you never know. It could.
It should, yeah. So
It
here
takes
is
all
the 753-foot par 4 uphill the whole way. You see the average is 3.6. So coming in today as one of the easier holes, you see their handicap 17. So the second easiest hole on the course today. Most of it being because you can throw yourself a nice big hyzer, stay in the open, throw you another hyzer up to the green. So it should be some light work for them.
Yeah, and one of the few holes out here where there's not a lot of danger off a tee, so you can just grip and rip, and you're going to see the big guns come out.
That's beautiful. Solid throw.
Golfer's clap.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
And you may have heard us mention the secret disc on round 1 before the release of Cloudbreaker 2, which is being thrown and mashed.
That is crushed. I do have to give a shout out right here, though,
Goodness.
to my great friend Jared Neal, who we were making jokes around about all day about where Jared's placement was on holes versus Eagles, because they're both distance mashers. Jared got eagle by about 15 feet on that.
Did
throw.
he?
He did.
Oh man, what a pump.
Yeah. Hey, they don't call him the distance monster for nothing.
That's true.
Oh, what a window he's got here. There's life in this throw.
There is.
Almost. Golly.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Props to the guts.
Yeah, I went for it. He didn't try to play. I mean, because he could have just played safe and played around.
Throwing a roller?
No, a flex out forehand. Oh, no, it was a roller. Good call,
I
Andy.
was about to say that angle.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Too good of a roller.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think James is showing the example of what I was. Oh, that was close. What I was saying, how easy it can be if you just give yourself a couple good hyzers. He didn't try to throw his back out on the tee shot. Just finds himself in a nice spot for a 3.
Logan going with that trusty forehand.
Mm.
Oh, my gosh. Just taking aim at these last couple baskets. I mean, you think, like, where we would be if a couple of those would have gone in for Logan.
Jeez.
Well, then, you know, then that could have gone in too. So we'd be right where we are.
Good.
And unfortunately, it's back-to-back bogeys
Oh, it sure
for
is.
Lucas. Losing ground here.
Let's go, James.
Another good putt from
Mhm.
James.
So that's 4 in a row.
4 in a row. Yep. Getting hot.
Fine.
Logan keeping pace, though.
Yep.
Man, tough putt the Eagles got coming up. Really got to put his head down.
Yeah, he's you can see the mental.
Like, literally put
It's
it
just
down.
weighing on him.
So he doesn't hit his head on the top of the basket. And
Oh,
yeah, okay. All right, we're good.
made it.
Made it. Just barely, though. Just barely.
All right, so
Oh.
hole 13.
Hole 13. Third hardest hole in the course. Maybe my favorite tricky hole in the course. You got this out of bounds square, basically, that you're teeing off in, that you have to land in, short for 99% of the field of the Mando. And then everything after the Mando, playing as a hazard into an island green that is about 30 foot in diameter. 30 foot on each side of the basket all the way around. So I'm gonna see most of these guys take out something stable or straight right off the tee and want to just land just short of the Mando area and give yourself an open hyzer shot into the basket. Nicely done.
Like so. You know, thinking back a few holes for him, he closed off the front 9 with an eagle hit of the basket.
He did.
So he was lighting it up.
Yep. Got it dialed in.
That might be a really good angle. He's not just a smidge too far right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I saw a lot of these guys playing more of that right side to try to get a straighter angle at the hole. I just particularly didn't like it. I think a little more of a hyzer angle. A allows you to play a skip into the circle versus a lot of these guys when they were playing too straight, they were sliding straight under the basket and going out of the backside of the circle. So
You saw Lucas there just having to.
tough.
Yep.
Perfect.
Man.
Beautiful. And James is locked in right now.
Yes, he is.
Locked in.
After that one hole, hole 4, I think.
He had a double bogey early and has completely put that out of the mental space.
Woo.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. Oh my gosh. Even
A
better.
little closer.
Wow.
Your turn, Eagle.
You know, just take a putter right at it for fun. Why not? Shh.
Shot.
Yep.
Get here.
Get up there.
Yeah. Very nice.
Little soft landing, softer than you probably expected.
Yeah, and that was the tricky part. So the guys that were flying into this basket, as you see here, it's dirt and pine straw past it. So, like, you really had to make sure that you landed to the right of the basket to catch into the grass. But obviously, if you got too much out in the grass, you're not going to skip in the circle. So, tricky green. Yeah, and unfortunately, Lucas coming up just short. So, that's going to be another bogey.
Yeah. While the card takes
All birdies.
30 frames.
Yep, 2 holes in a row. 3 holes in a row. I
Yeah,
take that back.
3 holes.
Yep.
It's all good.
Yeah, so in 3 holes, he goes from being 1 behind James to 7 behind James.
Okie dokie. Hole 14, par 3, 91 meters. This is averaging 2.7, so coming in under par, handicap 14. So you're wanting your birdie here. You're going to be disappointed if you don't get it. But like we said on the first round, it's a very tight hyzer, so an error off the tee can just leave you a little too far to the right, or maybe just a touch long. And you can see there, Logan just really lining up a vertical shot.
Yeah, height and angle, very key here. And that's definitely got enough left. It needs a little more push, I think. Or it can be under the basket.
To go in.
I'll be quiet now. Who am I? Oh, that's another good angle. God, these guys are throwing these just tight. God,
Yeah, they
that's
are.
great. Well, if you thought that there was a lack of play going on in the first round, it is all dialed in here. These guys are taking dead aim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought that was too far right, but you're right. Why question them right now?
That's going to need a lot of work. And Lucas at that point in the round where, like, needing to find something
Yeah.
to crawl back in this. Not obviously into winning, but, you know, you're looking at cash lines and things here, so.
Right. Well, to shoot a 7 under, put yourself in solo second after round 1.
Yeah.
You don't want to shoot an over par round. He's climbing the 20s now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, you know, what's the magic number? How high can I climb?
Yeah. And we may not ever see James par a hole again.
Yeah, 6 in a row. Hey, and that's what's cool about this back nine. I mean, you really can just get out and score. So it made it really fun down the stretch. Watching the leaderboard, pars were making guys, lose places, and so it's really fun. Kind of everybody jockeying back and forth. So moving on to hole 15, par 4 here. One of the easier par 4s on the course. You see the scoring average slightly below par. As long as you stay out of the creek to the left or off of the path directly in front of the tee box, everything is, well and dandy. You might see a couple of these guys try to really go for the green. And that's trouble.
Yeah, I think he had a sense of that one as soon as before he even left. Something in the run up or release.
Yeah, now with that play, you're thinking, okay, well, if I can get one here, settle down now. And that OB line's really close down there.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a close one.
Well, you never know. I mean, if Logan takes a bogey by some crazy means, James get a birdie, then we got ourselves a real duel for second.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and this disc flipped up nicely. I got to actually watch this throw. This was beautiful. Eagle made the correction from day one where he was a little short right and couldn't really get the putt for 2. But made the correction there and got a little farther down the hill. Actually got past the basket.
I like this play.
Just fighting away from all the OB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think my only thing about that is you challenge the OB the entire way, but you should 100% at least land back in at some point.
There's that Annie forehand you like so much.
Oh boy.
How about look good?
Yeah. Good shot for Lucas.
Yes, 1, 2, and 3. I mean, pretty simple birdie look.
And that is typical James there. He loves just playing that real, like, Spike Heiser. Drop in. All right, one of the few chances down the stretch, I guess one of only 2 that Eagle's going to have a chance to get an eagle. So. And what is a round without Eagle getting an eagle?
I know.
I mean, it's got to be done, right? It's like it has to be done.
That's too good. Just that soft little downhill putt. Just point it and release.
It's beautiful. Poetry in motion.
And then when you got just a good crowd behind you, just to unleash, that's nice. Shout out to all of the spectators who did come out for this. It always makes it better, and got to see some good disc golf.
Very nice.
So
James.
Logan was OB, and then that upshot was OB just over the line.
Oh, wow. So it took a bogey.
So, yeah.
And then James was OB, but then made the upshot and made the putt and took a par. Crazy, because if James had stayed in bounds and gotten the birdie there, they'd be 1 from each other. So
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Well, that takes us to hole 16. The first eagle, par 4, 525 feet. The average is 3.5. Easiest hole playing for the day. A little surprising. I mean, I get it's not. I mean, it's a par 4. Get down there and make a good upshot, but just surprised me some. Or you can throw a roller.
yeah, and not quite as good as round 1, but still a great shot.
No, that's so good though.
The creativity to see that line, I love. Just because you're throwing over a creek there, and if you lay that down too quick, you're in the OB.
That is a pump forehand.
Great shot.
Oh boy.
Ooh, skirted through.
Yeah,
Very nice.
solid shot. Might be pinched a little bit behind those little groups of trees. Nothing too bad to worry about.
And I'm looking for distance here.
Yep.
Yeah, Logan.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a shot. Mushed. Oh, like good taters, man. Just mushing them. Oh, no.
Sit down.
Oh, no. Oh, Nelly. Wow. Errant. Very errant shot. Very
Must have
strange.
had some taters on his hand or something after hearing that.
I hate to disappoint you, folks, but we're not going eagle here.
No.
Would have been cool. Oh, what is that?
Can we get a rolling on that stick? Somebody put that down there. Oh, and Logan trying to get one, as our friend at Hat Tip Disc Golf, Wes Beavis, would say, get your name in the paper.
Instead, it's just a good layup.
Yeah, instead he'll just be reading it.
Yep.
So now at 26.
Yeah. Chance to realistically get to 28,
Yep.
barring a throw-in or an ace. Yeah, and just, 10-stroke lead. How many stroke lead did he have after the first round? He's at 16, so 9 strokes. So he's,
Yeah.
just, stayed the course.
Yeah.
Hole 17 here, an island, par 3, 308 feet, playing about 320. OB behind it. Hazard everywhere else you land outside of the circle. Should be just a smooth, easy backhand hyzer for all 4 of these players, unless somebody gets crazy, but I don't see it happening. Ooh, wow.
In unison.
Much closer than I would have thought.
Work your way.
Yes, no, maybe so.
I don't think it was.
Oh, jeez.
And that's a heartbreaker. That's so close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is close.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Nice. Wow. Oh, fun.
That'll nestle up right there for the CTP.
So fun. And hot hand Hopkins.
I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I haven't given anybody a nickname in a while, so hot hand
Since last round.
Hopkins.
Although I think I
Since
did
last
that one.
round. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, he stayed at 7. So it was a par save. Either way, great putt.
Yep.
Especially after missing that, you could be a little down on yourself. So. And just think he could have taken his meter in too, like Eagle.
No, I don't. I think that's where Eagles disc guys had landed. You don't get the meter in from Hazard.
Oh, it's a hazard?
Mhm.
Okay, I was thinking it was a meter in.
Yep.
Okay, he was a lot further in than
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought he was like close to the line too. Ooh, hello. Yeah, that came out hot. He took
Alright,
that
so-
nickname to heart.
If Logan doesn't convert this birdie putt here,
They'll drop in. Yeah.
never mind.
I like where your head was at though, Andy. All right, Andy, wrap us up.
Hole 18, par 4, 532 feet. This one is averaging over par as expected. 6th hardest hole of the day. You're gonna pretty much throw a big hyzer. Some people will try to throw it over the creek that we just crossed and land in this general area. The upshot is very key here, whether you're on the other side of the creek or this side. It's gonna be a low ceiling, a lot of skip shots probably played up towards here just to try to find the circle somehow and get yourself a look at a birdie or par. Or you can throw a massive Anheuser forehand.
Go, baby.
That was like straight up. Yeah, that was very strange. Well, not exactly sure what happened. That was very weird.
I'm thinking it just wanted it to just whatever that's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
Torpedo down.
Go, baby.
Oh my gosh, went all the way back on the other side of the creek.
Boy.
And that OB line is not super close to the water. It is a pretty good ways away from it, so that could be OB. James finding the
Look
gap
at
there.
that.
Yep. I did not like, personal preference, did not like carrying the creek here. I thought the gap way from the short layup area was a much easier way to attack this hole.
Go. Mashed potato.
Yeah. See, even the crowd thinks there's mashed potatoes going on.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
There was mashed potatoes going on. That's
absolutely.
why.
A little bit of gravy and all things.
So Logan found the OB again. I mean, he is just all over those lines right now.
What's incredible is that they found all those OBs and they're still scoring the way they're scoring. I mean, look at that shot.
Wow. Put your name in the paper.
Just hopefully not in the obituary section.
Yeah. Man, this is just such a low ceiling shot.
I'm going to end up there if I make another joke like that.
I just let it go. Look at that.
Fantastic.
I'll have that putt to close the tournament out.
Now, Andy, here's what the viewers really want to know in this moment, okay? Is I'm standing on the back of the screen. I've just finished my round. Will I or will I not make it into a camera view at some point at the end of this round?
Start the betting odds.
This should ride all the way up the hill.
God, dude.
Oh.
There is no sighting of you yet.
Nope.
So James here for birdie.
And I'm going to say as hot as he's playing, this is going in.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Get some cardio.
What a great round. Bravo guys. Wave to the crowd.
Yeah.
What a professional.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
Logan with a great tournament.
There he
Even
is.
with a fantastic tournament.
Your Sparkman monster champion. As Lucas will tap out for his birdie.
Marking his disc. Oh, man.
Man, yep, 27 under. Not the number I would have expected seeing the leader to be,
Nope.
but incredible 16 under first round. What was that, 13 second or 11? Something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyway, yourself,
Came back and had a good
Fourth
tournament.
place.
Came back in fourth. Yep.
yeah, great tournament.
Finished strong.
Good second
Thanks.
round.
It's good stuff. Come back, kid.
Big shout out to Coca-Cola, all the other sponsors,
Mm-hmm.
the city of Hartselle, Parks and Rec, all of them. It's just a great tournament put on here. Big things are coming in the future, so make sure you're looking out for that 2021. The tournament under the lights in Hartselle, big thing there, so check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Appreciate you guys. Peace.